Good morning, everybody. How are you today? It is Tuesday, February the 2nd, Technique Tuesday. I hope you've had a nice long weekend. I know I did. I've had a good time. And if you're anywhere up in Skipton here somewhere, hope you're enjoying the snow as well, because there's lots of snow out there. Really good. Anyway, in case you didn't know, my name is Karen. I'm here with Get Moving. And of course, Get Moving is all about helping people with mobility issues to get some exercise. So this is an exercise session. We're going to help you, especially if you have any kind of limited mobility. So if you have something like a disability or chronic medical condition, or if you have pre or post surgery, something like that, Get Moving is here to help you get you some solid exercise 4 days a week, Tuesday to Friday, 11 o'clock in the morning. We're going to be here all those days, and we're going to help you move, get fitter, get stronger, and just be better in general. In case you can't miss that, in case you can't make it and you miss it, don't forget there's always the website in the description up there somewhere, reesfitness.co.uk/getmoving. You will find the archives of all our old previous exercise sessions. So if you think this is absolutely wonderful and you just need more of me in your life, well, just go to the website and you can get more of me in your life. You can put me on a loop on your big 50-inch TV if you want. I could be a permanent fixture in your home. Wouldn't that be fun for you? You'd love that, wouldn't you? Yeah, of course you would. Anyway, so it's Technique Tuesday today. So first of all, we're going to do some exercise. And at the end, for the last 5 minutes at the end, I'm going to go over in a bit more in depth over a particular exercise. Just so you know, today's exercise will involve resistance band. We've done it before, but I'm going to go over it again because it is a very good exercise and I think everyone should make the most of it. So we'll do that afterwards at the end, last 5 minutes, okay? In the meantime, though, as I say, these exercises we're going to do, they are very, very good for us. They're suitable for pretty much everybody. So if you are seated, if you're a wheelchair user, or if you are standing, or if you have amputations or paralysis or whatever, you can do these exercises or versions of these exercises. I'll give you options as we go along. So all that matters is you give it your best shot. You try really, really hard. Doesn't matter whether you succeed or not, the act of getting stuck in with everybody else, because there's a few of us here, so get stuck in with everybody else, that is the key thing. So let's give it a go, shall we? Oh, warm my hands up a little bit. So what have we got? So I've got my timer set for 25 seconds. Just check I have actually. Yes, I do. So we're going to do 25 seconds of each exercise. Okay, dead simple, but as I say, dead effective. The first one, as always, is marching on the spot. So if you are seated, that's okay. Stay seated for now. I want you to sit tall, but march your legs up and down on the spot. Simple as that. Whatever movement you've got, even if it's only a small amount, do a small amount. If you can do more, do more. But we do what we can do, okay? So if you're seated, marching on the spot like so. If you're standing, marching on the spot like so. And you're going to do whatever you can for 25 seconds. Are you ready to make a start? Because I know I am. So we're going to go in 3, in 2, in 1, and away we go. Marching away on the spot. So, small movements, small marches are easier. If you can, you make them bigger. Bigger marches are harder and better for us. So we do the hardest, best version that we personally can do today. Now, all of us are going to have different limitations, so we work within those limitations, but we do the best that we can. And there we go. That's 25 seconds. It's as simple as that. It really is genuinely that simple. Next bit, though, we've got our legs woken up a little bit. Now, we're going to wake up the upper half. So again, whether you're seated or whether you're standing, it makes no difference. We're going to roll our shoulders back. And if we can, we're going to roll our arms back. Okay? Or, if we have to, we roll one arm back. Again, we work with what we've got. And we're going to do 25 seconds of it. In 3, 2, 1, go. So, easier version, again, is a smaller one. A relatively small movement from the shoulders. But if you can, you make it bigger. Where you reach the arms a little bit. Reaching up, reaching back, reaching down. You make them as big as you can. You do the best version that you can. And hopefully you're going to feel this in your upper back and along the shoulder blades there. because they're going to be working hard to keep them moving. And that's it again. That's 25 seconds. Simple as that. So we're going to move swiftly on to the lower half again. We're going to swap upper half, lower half, upper half, lower half. Keep things moving around. Lower half. If you're seated, sit tall. Kick your feet out as much as you can. So we're going to be bending and straightening the knees and using the muscles in the front of your thighs there. As always, a smaller movement. If that's all you can do, fantastic. Do that. But we work towards doing a bigger movement. We do it as big as we can, okay? If we're standing, kicking the heels back towards the bums. Again, a smaller movement is easier. A bigger movement is harder. Do the best version you can do. In 3, 2, 1. Away we go. So if we're standing, don't forget, we have to shift our body weight side to side to make sure we are balancing securely on one foot and then the other. And we do that just by swaying side to side. Kicking the heels back as far as you can, or if you're seated, kicking your feet out as far as you can. Either way, this knee joint is being kept as mobile as possible, keeping it moving. And that's our time. Simple as again. So, moving back up to the upper half. Twists, twisty sarahs. Seated, standing, same thing. Nice and tall. Fold your arms. Twist the whole body. Think about shoulders and chest and everything. Twist one way and then twist the other way. And again, you do whatever you can do in 25 seconds, in 3 seconds, in 2, in 1, and off we go again. A big twist and then a big twist. Now, I sound like a stuck record the amount of times I say this, but that's because it's true. Doesn't matter if you can't do a big twist. You do the biggest twist that you can do. Because we are all unique. We all have to live with our own limitations, our own weaknesses. We've all got strengths and weaknesses of our own. We do the best that we can. Don't compare yourself to me or to others or anyone like that. Just do your best that you can. That's our time. Double taps back down to the lower half again. If you're seated, the most important thing now, if you're seated, don't be slumped back against the backrest of your chair. Imagine there's no backrest there. I want you sat tall and away, and a big gap between you and the backrest of your chair. From there, from that setup, you're going to lift your knee up twice, a double tap. 1, 2, and then down. Same on the other side. 1, 2, and then down. Notice that as I do that knee raise, I am not collapsing back there. And then, collapsing. I am staying tall. I am using my body, and I am keeping my body where I want it to be. If we're standing, we're going to use our balance. So again, if your balance is not too good, stand close to a wall or chair or table or something for support in case you need it, but try not to. One knee though comes up twice. 1, 2, and the same on the other side. 1, 2, and then repeat. In 3, in 2, in 1. Off we go. Smaller moves down here. A small knee raise is easier, so start off with there if you have to. But of course, we're going to challenge ourselves. We're going to try and push ourselves. So we're going to make it a bigger move if we can. Slowly but surely, we're going to see how high, bloody hell, we can get that knee. And that's hard work. So you do the hardest version that you can do. Because challenging ourselves is good. Time. Okay. Bendianas, side bends. Mobilizing the back. Again, whether you're seated or if you're standing, it's the same thing. One arm reaches down to the side and the same other side, alternating sides, bending sideways. If you can, as one arm goes down, the other arm comes up over the top. This just makes it a bigger move, a bigger stretch. Do it if you can. If you can't, don't worry, do the easier version. Just do something. 3, 2, 1, go. So definitely one arm bending side to side, bending your spine sideways. If you can, other arm goes over the top. Again, there's variations of this. There's alternatives. There's easier, there's harder versions. There's a way for all of us to do some kind of version of this move. So don't be that person who goes, nah, I can't do it, so I'll do nothing. Don't be that person. We do something. And that is time. Okay, squats. Okay, one of my favorites. I know it's your favorite as well. Squats and sit stands using your legs. If you've been seated, now is a chance to put everything you've got into standing up. Tuck your feet back, get your body weight forwards. This is all about just putting the weight through the feet. No one in the entire world ever is going to stand up with their feet there. No one, ever. So don't do that. Tuck your feet back, get your weight forwards. Now we got a chance of standing up. Push down hard through the feet. Stand as tall as we can. Stretch up, nice and tall. Don't stop there. All the way. And if you can, you sit back down and repeat as often as you can in the 25 seconds. You might do it once. You might do it 50 times. I don't know. But find out. If we're standing, it's exactly the same, but without the chair. We've got an imaginary chair back there. Sit back down in that imaginary chair and stand up. In 3, in 2, in 1. Away we go. Easier version is a small squat like this, only moving a small amount. If that's okay, we try it a little bit lower. We send our bum a little bit lower. And the lower our bum goes, the harder it is. So you know the easy version, you know the hard version. You do the best version that you can manage. I'll do one more. Fantastic. That's our time. What we got next? Ankles and tight ropes. If we're seated, we're going to get our ankles moving. Again, the idea is to try and get as much of the body moving as possible. We move shoulders, backs, legs, hips, knees, ankles. So if you're seated, bending and straightening your ankle like so, get your heel to touch the floor. And then if you can, no, not if you can, you will definitely, toes touch the floor. And then heels, toes, heels, toes. And of course, you do the same thing on both sides, even, and in fact, especially if you have one side which is better or worse than the other. Don't forget about our bad side. Whether it's perfect or not does not matter. We give it our best shot to maintain as much of it as we can. However, if we're standing, we're going to work on balance now. We're going to walk on an imaginary tightrope. So imagine you have a line, a tightrope, painted on the floor there. Feet wide is easier. Feet narrow is harder. But with me, we're all going to walk backwards and forwards along that tightrope on that imaginary painted line on the floor. So off we go. Walking on that tightrope, heel, toe, heel, toe. Now you do as many or as few steps as you want. Do lots of steps if you can. Do a couple if you need. But we are walking heel, toe on that imaginary tightrope. And now the lovely bit now, everyone's favourite, going backwards. Same idea. Of course, this time though, toes, heels, toes, heels. But again, we are walking along that imaginary tightrope. This kind of thing is going to help with balance. Some people go, this isn't going to help with balance. I'm feeling off balance. That's exactly why it is going to help. By challenging our balance, we improve it. I've run out of room. Forwards again. Heel, toe, heel, toe. So we don't improve things and we don't maintain things by taking the easy route. Unfortunately, many people hope that. I hope that sometimes, but it's not true. The easy route does not make us better. We have to deliberately make things difficult and challenging for ourselves. Last time now, going backwards. Toes, heels, toes, heels. And so by challenging our balance, by deliberately making our balance difficult here, having to work hard on our balance, that is going to force it to get a tiny, tiny bit better. And that's exactly why we do tightrope walking. And I've run out of room again. So that is our time. Very well done. Okay, we're nearly there. We've got fast feet next. Now I'm going to adjust my timer. I'm going to adjust it down to 10 seconds because we are going to do fast feet now. So if you're seated, we're going to work on speed. Now, so far, all the other exercises we've done has been big moves, have been good moves. This one's a bit different. It's going to be small but super fast moves, okay? So totally different priority. I want to change your brain around. Think of speed now, okay? Small, fast movements. Running on the spot. Fast feet. Just tapping away. You get that drum rhythm as quick as you personally can do. This is about small, fast movements. And if we're standing, it's exactly the same thing. Small, fast movements, fast feet, running on the spot. Like so. Only little moves, but quick ones. Only 10 seconds. So get yourselves ready. Make sure you're stable. And in 3, 2, 1. Off we go. So quick feet. Now again, do the quickest that you personally can do. Doesn't matter what I'm doing. Doesn't matter what other people are doing. You do the best, the quickest that you can do. So that is round 1. Now, second round, as we know, is always better. So get yourself ready. We're going to do the same thing again, a little bit faster and a little bit better. Are you ready? In 3, in 2, in 1. Oh, here we go. Quick feet, up and down. Move them as quick as you personally can move them. And there we go. That's our time. Give your legs a bit of a tactical waggle. Make sure they're feeling okay. Get your breath back if you want. Now I'm going to change my timer back to 25 seconds. Our final exercise now, shadow boxing. Everyone's favourite. Imagine, picture the person you do not like in front of you there. Fists up, and you are going to shadow box them. Punch away, punching high sometimes, punching lower sometimes, but you keep yourself punching and keep yourself moving. The whole point is to get your blood pumping and get your heart rate up. And that's what you do if you are seated. If you're standing, guess what? It's exactly the same. Fists up, shadow boxing, punching away high, punching away low, hooking around, uppercuts. Just picture whoever you want, and they are there, tied to a chair, and you're just going to knock them out, all right? You can think of whatever you want, but we're going to do 3 rounds. So don't pace yourself too much. Work hard over 3 rounds. Are you ready? In 3, 2, 1, off we go. So, punching. If we can, we're moving our feet as well. Keeping light on our feet. Punching, big punches, not just little flappy arms. Get the whole body moving and enjoying it. Keep things going and time. That is round 1, done and dusted. So we've only got 2 left now. So we're going to do exactly the same thing. We're going to take a couple of seconds, make sure the breathing's okay, but then we're going to get straight back into it. Round 2, are you ready? I will do this one actually seated, just to show you. So seated or standing in 3, 2, 1, go. Punching away again. So whether you're a wheelchair user or not, we can do these things. The only thing that's going to stop us is our brains telling us we can't do it. We have got to tell ourselves we're going to give it a try. It might not be perfect. It might well be difficult. But we're going to give it a damn good try. And then we've got 1 round left. And this was standing again. So we give it the best shot we've got. And we're going to do it in 3, in 2, in 1. Away we go. So again, we're not going to say we can't. We're going to say, maybe I can. Let's see what happens. If it goes wrong, who cares? Nobody's watching. But if it goes right, then we are going to be a little bit faster, a little bit fitter, a little bit healthier. And time. Job done. Have a breather, get your breath back, relax, but don't go anywhere. Not finished just yet. That's the work bit done. That's the exercise bit done. So now for the last 3-5 minutes, I'm going to go over an exercise in a bit more detail, and I want you to practice this by yourselves at home over the next week. This is your homework, okay? Now, like I said, gonna need a resistance band for this. These are cheap as chips. This cost me, I think, £5 or something off the internet. They are really good, really versatile. If you haven't got one, get one. I thoroughly recommend it. Go onto your favourite internet shopping site, local sports shop, whatever. Get one of these. Awesome. Now we've done this. Well, we've done one version of this exercise before, the Pallof press. Well, I want you to go over it. I want you to practice it for the rest of the week. So it's called the Pallof press. It is named after Mr. Pallof. That's what it's called. Okay, it doesn't really matter. But it is for our core. So why are we going to do it? So it's a core exercise, incredibly good, and it can be done while seated. So if you are a wheelchair user, we obviously want a strong core. This is one of the, there's a few, but not many core exercises that are really good for people who are sat down. If you're a wheelchair user or if not, this is a fantastic exercise, and it is done seated. So we're going to take our resistance band. We're going to need a solid anchor. I'm going to use my rack over here. You can use another person as long as you trust them, or you can loop it round a banister or a heavy table or something, anything that's not going to move. We are going to stretch this band, so if the anchor is not solid and something moves, you're going to have a twanged hand. Twanged is a technical term, obviously. So make sure that anchor is something solid. Let me just get myself set up. So I'm seated. The anchor is directly to my left at 9 o'clock. So it is right angles, right over there on my left, 9 o'clock over there. It is about chest height, roughly that height there. We're going to sit tall, no slouching, no crumpling. Sit tall, good posture. Easy version, or the start of it, the setup rather, I suppose, is both hands, hold on tight, touching the chest there. This is where I set myself up. Nice and tall, chest out, shoulders back, posture. That's a rubbish posture. We don't want that. So sit tall, chest out, shoulders back and down, good posture. Then all we do, welcome back. So we've set ourselves up. All we do is reach our arms out in front at 12 o'clock, dead in front of me, and we hold it there and we breathe. Now we don't just hold it, we don't go like that, because otherwise you turn blue and fall over. Don't do that. We breathe in and out, and we breathe. Nice, steady breaths, but we just hold it there. This elastic band is trying to pull me and twist me that way. I am working super hard to keep myself pointing straight forward at 12 o'clock there. Hold that for anything between 5 and 10 breaths, and then I relax. To make this harder, I do exactly the same thing, but I sit a bit further away from my anchor point. Now it's stretching a bit further. But again, I sit tall, good posture. Arms out in front, and I can feel this much harder now. This band is trying again to pull me out of shape, and I am having to work really hard. My arms are working, my body is working, my legs are working to keep me in this upright, good posture position. Again, I'm breathing. 5-10 breaths. And then I recover and relax. That's what I do on one side. If I want, and then I want to do the same on the other side. Simplest thing then is just to turn around. And now the anchor point is at 3 o'clock, my right hand side. And again, exactly the same thing. Sit tall, extend out, hold it there for 5 to 10 breaths. I'm staying tall. I'm not letting myself get pulled and twisted out of shape. Nice and tall, and then I recover. As I said, to make it harder, I move away from the anchor point. To make it easier, I come towards the anchor point, and now this is significantly easier. I can feel it straight away. Much easier here, but if I move away, it is a lot harder now. Okay? You adjust that accordingly. You know your body better than me, give it a try. That is our normal version. That's our normal Pallof press. That's the one you'll do 9 times out of 10. Mostly, that's the version. We do have another version though. Same idea, slight tweak. So if you want, give this a try. Same idea, we're sat down, anchor point over at 9 o'clock, over there directly to my left. But this time, we'll have the anchor point a bit higher. So it's kind of sort of head height now. It was the anchor down here, now it's up here. Same idea. Set myself up nice and tall, hands up, but then I reach up above my head and hold there. Now again, this band is pulling me sideways there, and I'm having to work hard to stay nice and tall. I have to use a lot of mobility in my shoulders to reach up there. I can't do this there. This is tall. I'm thinking of trying to touch the ceiling, and then I relax. Same idea if I want to make this harder. I move further away. This is going to be fun, I can tell this right now. So, sit tall, reach up, try and touch the ceiling. And I am working very hard through my body. Actually, I really am working hard through my body to make sure that I don't just fall sideways into the anchor point. I've got to try and stay upright there. I breathe and then I relax. And of course, I do the same thing by turning 180 degrees, face the other way. That's an overhead Pallof. Now that does require a lot more movement and mobility from your shoulders. So some of you will be able to do this, some of you won't. If you can do it, give it a try. It's a fantastic little exercise, but it does take a good stretch out of your shoulders. You do need to be able to get your arms up nice and high. So if you can do that, give it a go. It is top notch. Otherwise, try the ones where your arm goes out in front. Anyway, that's enough rambling from me. That is our Technique Tuesday. Give them a go. Let us know how it goes for you. In the comments below, just let us know. Easy, hard, whatever. Your homework is to give them a try throughout the whole week. Make it work for you. And there we go. We'll be back again tomorrow, 11 o'clock in the morning here. It is going to be Wobble Wednesday then. We'll work on balance. So come back and have a look and join in tomorrow. Balance time. Otherwise, you know the drill. We've got share buttons down there. Go on, give it a share. God, you know you want to. Share the video. You've got the web address up there somewhere, reesefitness.co.uk/getmoving. Got all the archives, got all the information you can possibly shake a stick at there. Go and have a look at it. It's fantastic. We've got donate buttons kicking around somewhere or another. Chuck me a buck if you think I'm any good, and if you think I'm rubbish, you know what happens. Chucking me a buck makes me go away. So either way, chuck me a buck, you know. Only if you want, it's all right. No worries. Anyway, see you tomorrow. Thank you very much, boys and girls. As always, fantastic having you, yeah? I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.